like I told you, I wanted to use my Rode mic, but it's because I haven't used it since I don't know. Like last time I used it, with that was when I was streaming on TikTok. I was given a lesson, and then I just put it in a bag here, and I forgot about it. It's actually so dusty. It is all
Oh,
covered in dust. Yeah, I tried to connect it, but it didn't work. Yeah.
mm.
So right now I'm just using my MacBook speakers and my MacBook microphone, inbuilt microphone. And I think it's
Okay, sounds good.
okay. We actually tried I was trying to set up like good Snapchat Bitmoji stickers. And yeah, I just did it right after you. And you said
Yeah.
that it was I should change it to a Hilali, like change the jersey to a Hilali jersey.
No, no, it's okay. It's okay.
It's really funny because before I was a Hilali, but right now I'm not. Like when
I mean,
to,
what is your problem, mate? I mean, you
when I
told me
began,
previously
let me
that
tell you
you're a
the story.
fan of you're
It's a true story. Let me tell you the story.
you
I
told me that you were a Ittihadi and now
No, no,
you're
no, no,
Nasrawi.
no. Okay, okay, okay,
And you
okay,
were
okay, okay.
what is
So
wrong with you?
the story begins as such.
Okay.
I started first as a Hilali because my
Mhm.
brothers were Hilali, and then I started as a Hilali. So it's like you follow your role model. Like my role models, I think was my
Your
role model
brothers.
brother, my older brother, and he was a Hilali. I was like, okay, I'm just gonna be a Hilali, and I didn't know anything about football. Yeah, I did play football, or
Mm.
should we say soccer? What do you think? Doesn't make
No,
sense.
it's football.
Doesn't.
Please do not be do not be American.
Okay,
I
okay.
mean, it frustrates me when Americans just call it soccer and they call uh their brown the brown football that they use, they just call it football. I mean, that sport
They
should be called something like soccer or
It's
American
crazy. They
football.
should they should say handball, I think, for that one because they
Yeah, they use their
mostly they
hands.
use their hands. Yeah, it's funny. I've
How
seen
do they
people
call it a
debate
football if they use their
over that.
hands?
Okay, so and then there were we were having a dinner and like a gathering, and some friends came over and they were all supporting Ittihad. I was like, oh man, I'm the only Hilali here. I wasn't really liking I wasn't so much into the aura that was there. So I was like, okay, I think I'm just gonna become a Teddy, and that's how I became a Teddy, and I was like a diehard fan. But it changed for me because after I graduated from high school. It changed. I never watched any soccer games. Yeah, I'm calling it soccer now.
Mm.
I stopped watching
Football.
football. I stopped watching it, and I think the only reason why came back to watching soccer,
Because of Cristiano
Saudi
Ronaldo.
soccer.
I know that.
Yeah, it's because of Ronaldo. You know the rest. You know the rest of the story. So I was
Yeah.
we're because the listeners now maybe they won't understand why we're talking, why we're bringing up this topic is because we're trying to create a logo for this podcast. Yeah, my name is Khalid, and Khalid, his name is Khalid too.
Both
So
of our names are Khalid.
okay, let me clear the confusion. We're thinking about like calling it the Khalid's show, and we
Yeah,
want
I
to
think it's a
have
great
bit
idea.
emoji at the same time. So the bit emoji now Snapchat gives you like, you can choose the color of your like clothing and
Yeah.
yeah, but yeah, just take over. Tell us what it is about Khalid.
Uh Simply, this podcast is just random random
I
facts.
think they
We're
figured
just
that
we
out
came here
already.
to hang out. Okay?
Uh-huh.
We came here to hang out, but that still does not stop us from selecting topics that we should talk about in every episode. Like
Definitely.
maybe every episode would have its own topic, and then we're
Right.
gonna discuss it together. And if we got it, and if our podcast became more famous, maybe we're gonna host some celebrities in the future.
Yeah, like Cristiano
Maybe.
Ronaldo.
Nah, there's no shot. There's no shot that he's
Or
gonna
maybe
make it.
Zlatan. Yeah, he's a
Zla-
big fan of
Zlatan.
Zlatan.
Zlatan's personality is just insane.
Yeah. Yeah, we
That's
can't
what makes
handle him.
him my
We can't
favorite
handle
player.
it. I don't think that I'm able to handle him. Even Pierce Morgan wasn't able to handle him like in the last interview. So it's
Yeah.
just too much of himself. I don't know. What do you think? Do you think he's too much of himself?
Well, I know his story. His childhood was rough. His father died when he was too young. When he was young, or no, he didn't die. His parents divorced, and his father was Muslim, by the way. His parents divorced, and he went and Zlatan went with his mother. His dad was from Bosnia and Herzegovina. I think I mispronounced its name, but anyway, and his mother was Croatian. So after his
Croatian.
parents
I mean,
divorced,
his mother was Croatian,
yeah,
from Croatia. Okay. Uh-huh.
mhm. And when his parents divorced, he went with his mother. And his childhood, he used to get bullied a lot, and no one. He used to play for Malmo, a Swedish football club, and the other players in the academy of Malmo were just they just hate this guy because he was an outcast, if I remember the word. Anyway, he didn't really he had a rough childhood, and believe it or not, he used to steal bicycles in his childhood.
Really?
Yeah, he actually did that. And also, when he was playing for Los Angeles Galaxy, his bicycle got stolen. So he decided to take his coach's bicycle and then just go with it. I don't think this happened in LA Galaxy. I think it happened when he was still playing for Malmo. But anyway, in a
Uh,
part of his career, he did that. His bicycle got stolen. So he stole his coach's bicycle.
oh my God.
I mean,
Understand this. Let
that's
me understand this
possible.
because you said that he had tough upbringing. So I'm thinking,
Yeah.
was he bullied? Or
Yeah, some people even bullied him. Even the other players in that academy, they even demanded that they should kick him out. They should kick him out of the academy.
wow, that's
So
rough.
that explains a lot of his personality right now. He's just too confident of himself, and honestly, I don't blame him. It's his right.
Right. I
It's
mean,
his right to
I
just
think
create
such
his own
confidence wouldn't.
personality.
Yeah, I think such confidence wouldn't come from someone who had a soft upbringing. So I think I agree with you. Yeah,
For sure.
right. All right. So yeah, this is enough about football. I think right now, the Saudi league has been revolutionized. With
Yeah, for
amount of
sure.
common, yeah, and we'll talk about this afterwards. But let's talk right now. Let's talk about your right now. You're in high school, right, Khalid?
Yeah.
And are you your English is really fantastic. The listeners maybe they will be
Thank
shocked,
you.
just like as I was shocked when I first listened to your English. So how did you end up speaking English? Because see, when I was in high school, the I was the best one in my class, and I could only write sentences. I could only read. I couldn't talk. I couldn't speak. Uh, so I'm thinking now you and your class, when you talk, like you're fluent in English. So how is their reaction to your English?
They simply think that I'm the I'm they I simply got famous, not just in our class, in the entire school. I remember that in the last year in the intermediate stage, aka in the middle school, everyone in the school just knows me because I at it was the national day, and the our English teacher decided to select me to say to participate in let's say I had a paragraph that I read in front of all the students of the school in English. So that's when everyone knew me as the student who speaks English. And not gonna lie, I kind of like that. Everyone in my class keeps asking me to translate a few to translate words or sentences, and some of them even ask me to translate bad words to English so they
Oh,
can say it
here we
to,
go.
to other people without their knowledge. But of course, I refuse that because it's a bad thing. So, yep, basically speaking English fluently made me famous in the school. Not just, I mean, not just, but I'm not famous just between the students. Even some teachers knew me and recognized me after that because I was also one of the top 10 students of the school
Wow,
in the last year, and they just
that's
recognized me immediately.
that's
So
that's awesome. Yeah,
mhm.
I think our stories align. Yeah, I have a similar story, just like yours. I was when I first like like the morning queue in school, like it's a session
Yeah,
where you do some morning workout.
yeah,
No,
and
yeah, some people don't like it. Sometimes I think some mornings they didn't like that either. But
well, for me personally, I
you have
liked it.
like this إذاعة like this morning
Yeah,
yeah, where people like you get to say like you get people get to like one student gets to recite Quran and the other gets to say a quote, and there was a passage reading and I did it in English. That was my first time, and I remember how frustrated I was. Um, I read it over and over. I think I memorized the whole thing, and then I was reading it in front of the whole queue, the whole students, and they afterwards they did not believe me. They thought that I was writing the words in Arabic, like transliterating them, like having the English words in Arabic. That's how I got to read them because believe it or not, nobody spoke English. Back then, English was like a new thing, like it's an
they
alien.
just added it to the schools, right?
No. It was there. And I took it, I think, even in the elementary school, but even
Uh-huh.
teachers weren't really, I think, qualified enough. Yeah, they maybe were qualified, but the students weren't encouraged, weren't
The
motivated.
certain it still happens, right? It still happens right now. Not
Yeah,
all the
yeah, yeah.
students like
I'm a teacher
the
now, and
English language.
I struggle. I struggle to this day. So yeah, they came to me. Hey, you nice reading, and yeah, we know what you did. You transliterated the whole thing. You had the words in Arabic, and I was like, no, I did. I even showed them the passage. Yeah, I
It was
printed it
all in
out.
English.
Yeah, it was in English, and that's
Hmm.
how it started. I got the popularity, and it's not a good thing because, like I said, people come to you for translation help. They want you to help them translate stuff. So it's not really a good thing. But that's
Yeah,
English, and I believe this is beneficial for the listeners too. This is actually the idea behind this podcast because we want to practice English and we want to get the listeners to practice their listening skills and why not maybe speaking skills.
exactly.
We will host some of the viewers and yeah some celebrities. I hope. Do you think that'll happen?
I believe that this is going to happen for sure.
Well,
Nothing is
in
impossible.
my previous podcast, it did happen. By the way, I did
Yeah, I saw that. You
did
hosted
have a few
that
guests. There
guy
were
called Bara
yeah, kind
Adem
of yes,
from,
yeah.
yeah.
He's got famous now.
Yeah, he's the actor of that insane movie called, in Arabic it's called Shams al-Ma'arif. In English, I
Right.
found it on,
I actually interviewed him right after, and he made
yeah,
another series. No, another film.
called The Daydream, I guess. In Arabic, it's called Ahlam al-Asr.
Right, and there was
I think,
another
yeah.
one for Turkey al Sheikh. He wrote that novel. Forgot the name of it. It's named after a musical instrument, and
Mm.
it's a horror movie. I didn't watch it, but it's really I didn't believe that it was a Saudi film made. Yeah, Saudi made film. I didn't believe that. I thought it was you'd say this is some Hollywood film. It's really
Yeah.
um do you like movies, Khalid?
Well, I like movies, but I don't watch movies very often. So, yeah, I spend most of my free time playing video games and watching YouTube. That's basically what I do.
Yeah. Uh
Mm.
yeah, just like the YouTube shorts that I shared with you today. Yeah, sometimes I spend hours and hours like watching YouTube shorts and they
It's
know
not just YouTube Shorts, even the Instagram Reels are pretty addictive.
I stopped Instagram. I think
Yeah,
YouTube is
you told me.
better because YouTube knows what you want. Like, you're watching something
Yeah,
about soccer. All the videos suddenly become all about soccer, and this is what I love. This is
yeah.
it's
They
it's
use
a waste of
the
time.
that's exactly the purpose of the search history. They use your the data that you saved in your search history and your watch history. They use it to find the content that you like and you prefer, and they start showing it to you on your recommended page. So that's what they do.
Right.
Mhm.
I think it started with TikTok. So TikTok was the first app to
I
do that.
haven't tried TikTok, so I know nothing about it.
Really, they
Yeah.
we're missing out on a lot. TikTok now is banned in Saudi Arabia. I'm happy actually.
No, I think that I'm just protecting myself from shitty content by just avoiding TikTok in every way possible.
I agree with you.
And not gonna lie, it's
There's a
fine
lot
with it.
of the content on TikTok is uh, it's not really good for not just underage. I think it's not good for a lot of people. Like now,
Yeah,
I'm I am as a Saudi, I can't. Uh, like I said, it's banned now in Saudi Arabia, and uh,
and I'm happy that they got it banned in Saudi
yeah, they got to
Arabia.
ban. Hopefully, they only ban the lives. Hopefully, they will ban the whole.
I think that they didn't. Wait a second. Let me just look for TikTok on my phone. Wait a second. Play Store. Here it is. Oh my goodness, that notification is just too loud.
Yeah, we can't censor that. That's all right.
Stop. Let me just put my phone on silent. Okay.
Yeah.
It's still available and you can
It
download
is
it, but I don't
available,
think that you
but
can use it.
I think the only Zayn, you know Zayn. I guess this is
Yeah.
so Zayn. If
Saying
you
one
use
of the
Zayn SIM card, you can't use it. You can't use
Mhm.
TikTok
Yeah.
now.
Same thing I think for I
Well,
think
I
the
hope it's
same
the
thing.
policy.
SBC did the same thing, I guess.
Hmm?
Oh my god, just look at the ratings for TikTok. 2.1 out of 5.
Oh my
They
God.
deserve it. They really deserve it.
Yeah, well deserved. Yeah, I'm checking it out now.
Mhm.
Man,
Totally deserved.
only one. All the reviews given 1 star rating.
I actually did that. I gave them 5 stars from like
Let me do
four
it
or
now.
five different accounts.
Yeah, I just gave them a 1 star rating, man. They deserve that.
They truly deserve it. I mean, that's true humiliation.
Okay,
But
I got a question, Khalid. I want to ask you. I think
what is it?
I've been wanting somebody to. I've been longing to ask this question to someone to understand: is this something that's only happening with me, or is this happening with you too? Like,
Mm.
don't you think sometimes, like when you talk in English, like your personality switches? You feel like
I
you're
think yeah. I think yeah, it completely changes. I think that even my voice note changes and becomes like more I think that my voice note becomes better when I speak English.
so your voice gets better when you speak in English. Okay, I think
Yeah.
even when you speak in Arabic, your voice still you sound well.
I don't really think so.
But
But
I think it's the English thing. It's just this
it's
character
the accent.
in you.
It's all about the accent. I'm telling you.
Oh, okay. Your accent actually. Yeah. We'll talk about accent very soon. Uh,
All
so
right.
So I agree, I completely agree with you. I think you're I feel like I'm suddenly this new person where I can crack jokes, where I can talk about anything. Like, it's not that there's a language barrier or that's like my Arabic is not good. Yeah, my Arabic is my mother tongue, but still, you feel
Same
like
thing for
you're able to. Maybe it's because we speak a lot of English. Maybe that's the reason.
I think, yeah.
Mm.
And also, it's pretty important for you to practice English in order for you to, if you want to protect your language and learn new vocabulary every day, you have to practice English with someone who speaks it fluently.
Right.
um, which is a problem that I face in the school because, as I told you, I'm the only student in our class who speaks English fluently, and believe it or not, my schoolmates think that when they first saw me, this is my first year in the high school. When they saw, and I met some new students, when they saw me and heard my accent, they all of them just asked me, all of them just said to me, dude, you must have went to America before. There is no shot that you haven't went to America. And I just told them, no, I haven't traveled outside the Middle East. I have traveled to Morocco. I've traveled to Jordan. I've also I traveled to. I don't travel outside the I haven't traveled outside the Middle East before. So yep, I haven't went to America. Unlike what they say.
Yeah, I think there's no wonder about that. For me, it's no wonder because I think I've been told the same thing. Like people would think that, hey, have you been overseas? Have you gone to America? And I shocked them with this answer. No, I have not. How did you
Same
attain
thing.
this accent? And I tell them it's because I owe it to Hollywood. This is what I say. It's Hollywood for me. It's like this passion,
All
like
about movies and video games.
yeah.
Exactly.
So that's the thing for me. What about you?
Mhm.
You owe it to, I think you owe it to gaming.
Maybe gaming and also watching YouTubers and influencers.
That's another one.
Mhm.
So for our listeners, if you desire to speak fluent English and you're not just looking for fluent English, you're also looking for the pronunciation, like good enunciation of words. Then I think the best thing you can do for yourself is expose yourself to English content as much as you can.
Yeah,
Yeah, listening to podcast. Hopefully, this podcast will be a good podcast to add to the
great
list.
choice.
Yeah, I hope so. But definitely. I remember when I first wanted to improve my English, I just switched my phone to English. I even when I went to ATM to withdraw money, I did it in English, and the dude was behind me. Was like, "What are you? What's this dude? What's up with this dude? What was he doing?" Because I wanted to try it out, and it wasn't really difficult. So I think it's also about being ready for it, so you don't have hold people in the line. Like if you were ordering also from a restaurant, I think it's better to practice. I've heard someone, a teacher, said this, and I tried it, and I think it saved me because sometimes you're like out of choices. Like, hey, what to order? You're in a restaurant, what to order? So it's good to know to do it in English, like while you were driving there or walking to the restaurant, just to practice what you're gonna order. That'll help you too.
Yeah. And also one of the things that I do, I have my phone and my iPad. All I set the language to English instead of Arabic. So that's one of the ways to, you know, to use English in your lifestyle.
Right.
Mhm.
Yeah, I'm just looking at how much time left. Yeah, we got
And
because we're using a free version of Zoom, and yeah, this is we were starting small, people, and now this is ridiculous. And this is you, Khalid. You said this. What did you say, Khalid? You said small people, like like. small successes, or I don't know, something.
Yeah, a successful always all the successful people just make mistakes and start small, and then all the small not all the small content creators just start and give up and work hard, start and work hard and don't give up until they reach their peak, the thing that they want, until they get their achievement.
Word,
Let me
man.
give you an example.
Word.
Do you know that Saudi YouTuber called Bandarita? I think you know him, of course.
Yeah. Yeah.
For sure. I mean, he has 10 million subscribers.
Wow. He
A couple,
exceeded 10
a few
million.
years ago,
See,
he,
I
he
think the only I have not watched a video of him once he got thinner. Like I remember when he was fat.
same thing for me actually.
Yeah, so yeah,
I
but
don't really watch his videos
back
very
then,
often right
I think he was able to crack jokes. From now, for now, I don't know. He doesn't really crack me up like he did before. But still, I
Yeah.
think he's a cool dude, and I think he's doing a great job. And
Mhm.
wait, actually, I think I saw a video for him when he was talking about depression. But anyways, keep talking. Yeah, tell me.
Yeah.
Oh,
What
you
I
said
was
that he
saying is that,
started small, right? He started in his
yeah,
kitchen, right?
yeah. In one of his in one of his Q&A episodes, after he reached like I think 1 million subscribers, after he reached 1 million subscribers, he uploaded a Q&A episode video. So one of the questions that he got, do you think that you're gonna get 10 million subscribers? And he said that no, 2 million is impossible. But he worked hard, and he basically just proved to us that nothing is impossible. He got 10 million subscribers. Nothing is impossible, my friend. Just keep going and don't give up. And that's it. Just keep going and don't give up and ask Allah to help you.
I
And
think
you're good to go.
it's not about setting the goal high. It's not about staying positive. It's more about putting in the effort. He
Yeah,
worked
that's one of the
hard,
important things too.
so he deserved it. You see what I mean? And it's also about consistency. This
Mm.
is something people don't understand. It's a even your English, you're investing in your English. It's about consistency. If you're consistent about something, definitely you'll reach it. It's not just
For
about
sure.
staying positive and putting that song or that quote on repeat, like reading it over and over. That will just make you, hey, open your eyes and you're there. No, it's about consistency. It's about constantly reminding yourself of your goals and working to achieve them. Yes.
All right. Let's talk about. Let's just talk about the how much time left
That's okay. It's
for
okay,
the.
man. It's okay. If we get disconnected, the listeners will know.
We're gonna get
It's
come
okay.
back again.
It's okay. Well,
Okay. Let's talk about the Saudi Pro League and the revolution that happened in the
yeah. We
recent
said we
transfer market.
talk about that. I think, yeah, some people don't owe it to Cristiano Ronaldo. And I think this is a shock for some
I'm
people.
one of them.
Yeah,
I don't
yeah,
think
I
that.
know, I know, I know.
Yeah,
It's no
he did
surprise. It's no
affect,
surprise coming from a Hilali. Okay. But the thing is,
dude.
as an Nasrawi, I think not just because I'm Nasrawi. Yeah, yeah. It's not just because I'm Nasrawi. It's also
Because
more.
you're a Ronaldo fan.
No. No, I'm not. I'm not. Yes, yes. I may be a Ronaldo fan. I may have followed his career, but still, I think he did a change. He made a change to the Saudi league.
Yeah, I
He
don't deny
predicted
that.
that the Saudi league. Let me finish. He predicted that the Saudi league gonna be top five, one of the top five leagues in the world, and it may not have been the case for now or until now, but believe me, that'll happen.
Okay, I don't deny that Ronaldo had some sort of an effect on this transfer market, but also who brought Ronaldo to the Saudi league?
And Nasser.
But who gave money to Al-Nassr?
Yeah,
That's the
right,
question.
right. Definitely, it's definitely planned. But
Yeah, it's
yeah,
planned. It
it's
is.
if thanks to Al-Nassr, the changes happened because of them. I think just just
Some people actually get me frustrated when
admit it.
they just say that
Admit it.
Ronaldo is the one who did all of that, even though it's not true.
What do you think is true then?
I mean, it's not all. I mean, he had a part. Ronaldo had a part in that plan, but it wasn't just all about him. Also, Saudi Arabia could have signed all of these players without Ronaldo, without anyone's
Yeah, but you
without
think,
anyone's. We
okay.
can't.
Let's just understand. Okay, so because this just came to my mind. So Messi
What is
won
it?
the what's it called? Adore the trophy that he won for best player.
The
He
yeah, the
won that
Ballon d'Or.
yeah, Ballon d'Or. He won that because of the weight of the World Cup. He won so it has its weight.
Believe me, he did. Messi didn't win the Ballon d'Or.
It's magnificent. We're not talking about some any five. Yeah, we're not talking about some popular player. We're talking about Ronaldo, dude. So I think
Okay,
If
just
Messi came to
I
the
want to
Saudi
tell you
League,
something.
I think it's it would you would have agreed. You would have said, "Ah, it's because of Messi." If it was
No, actually, no. Actually, no. Even if Messi came to Al Hilal, I wouldn't just say that Messi is the one who did all of that. For sure, no. For sure. I mean, who brought Messi here? The Saudi the Saudi Ministry of Sports. They are the ones who dealt
Khalid,
with all of that.
as we're
Mhm.
talking right now, actually we're just so the viewers yeah, right now it's Friday and
Mhm.
must have playing against Real.
Riyadh, Ronaldo just scored a
Yeah,
goal.
Ronaldo just
I know.
scored a goal, man. So we got disconnected. We're back again.
Okay, guys, we apologize.
That's fine. That's
We
fine.
got
I'll edit
disconnected.
that. I don't think I'll
We'll figure out a way to solve this problem. It's just
right.
the first episode, so if you can please just
You know what's the
excuse
solution?
us.
You know what's the solution? Buy
What?
a premium version.
No, I don't think there's a need to do that. If you just do a Microsoft Teams account, I think it might be. I think this might work.
Yeah, okay. See, Khalid
Maybe.
is thinking thinking smart, thinking the smart way. Yeah, I agree with you, man. Without wasting a penny. We want to
Yep.
yeah, we want to do this podcast without wasting a penny, without wasting a
Mhm.
halala. That's right. So we were talking about Cristiano Ronaldo being better than Messi, being better than Al-Hilal.
Why? Hey. For Messi, I can say that he's kind of better than Messi, but for Al Hilal, hey, my friend, I'm sorry.
Okay,
I'm
okay. So
sorry, but Al Hilal
we agree
is a
that
red
he's
line
better
for me.
than Messi. I think we're on the same page finally. At the end of this episode, I'll make sure that you agree that he's better than Hilal.
No, of course I'm not gonna do that. If you're not gonna end the episode until I realize that he's better than Al Hilal, then this episode is gonna take forever.
Right. Well,
I'm telling you, just don't try. I mean, I've been supporting Al Hilal since the old days of
it's
Nasser
okay,
Al
man.
Khelaifi and
Take your
Carlos
time. I
Eduardo.
have nothing
Yep.
against you being a supportive of Al Hilal. I've nothing been. I have nothing against you.
We're just kidding, okay?
Yeah, yeah, sure. Um,
Okay.
so
Anyway,
remember that interview where Cristiano was. I think he said that the Saudi Pro League is way better than the American major league,
a major soccer league or
major soccer,
whatever
MLS.
it's called,
Yeah, he said
MLS.
that it's better than it. I think I don't know,
Uh, I don't remember that he said something like this, honestly.
but I totally agree. I mean, if you think about like
Yeah, when you
viewers,
talk about
viewing wise,
when
I
you
think the Saudi Pro League definitely wins every single time.
yeah,
Yeah.
the Saudi league is better than the MLS, and also yeah, I think that the MLS is a playground for young players to just play and try to improve themselves and find and practice their skills, and
Mm.
then they move to bigger clubs in the Saudi league or maybe even in Europe. I think there was a few connections between European clubs and American clubs. Like for example, there has been a partnership between Red Bull Leipzig, which is a German team, and Red Bull New York, and also Manchester City has partnered with New York City, and Bayern Munich partnered with the LA with Los Angeles Football Club. So I think that the goal of these connections between these European teams and the American teams is to just like for example, let's say that a young player plays for Bayern's academy, and so far he's not really qualified to play for the first team. So instead of sending him to the third German division, they just send him to LAFC since they are partnered with them, the Los Angeles team. Since they are partnered with them, they can just send the player on loan to this team so he can play as a main player in the starting 11 and try to improve himself and develop more and more. And then once he's ready to play and to compete, Bayern Munich just takes him from LA, and then he start he plays in the starting 11. So that's the goal of these partnerships, and I think that the MLS is the best place for these partnerships because it's not really competitive. They don't have a schedule. The
I don't
schedule
want to
the schedule
offend you,
system.
but I think I'd rather watch YouTubers playing soccer, and they did that than watch
They
the
did that in the Sidemen match by
yeah
the Sidemen.
than the MLS. It's my opinion, but yeah.
Uh, well, actually, there are some interesting teams in MLS, but as I told you, they're not as good as the MLS is just needs if they wanted to develop it and turn it to a league that competes against European leagues, that is going to take a lot of time, like literally a lot of time because almost no one there. It's the not a lot of people in America watch football or what they call soccer. Not a lot of Americans watch soccer, and they watch basketball instead of
Right, they're
that
more
and
into
American
basketball.
football.
Yes, the NBA. Yeah.
So
Yeah.
yeah, that's they don't focus a
And
lot on
here,
it.
I think people may not understand. It's the Saudi people are. We were brought up playing soccer and
We
watching
had the
soccer.
passion of playing
Yeah,
football
we had the
exactly.
passion for it. We know. Yeah, we have volleyball. People
But
um,
not all the people. The
locally
most
here,
common
we play
sport in Saudi
volleyball
Arabia.
during Ramadan, especially.
Yeah, but the most common sport in Saudi Arabia is football. So that
True,
explains a lot.
true. Because it's a masculine sport. Although now there's the women soccer league.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I think that
I'm just actually no. I mean, I really would love to watch women playing sport, but soccer, but it hasn't been. I think they don't air it like yet. I think
yeah.
once it's ready, they will do. I can't wait for that to happen, man. I want to see, and I think Al-Nassr will be a better team than
In
it is.
fact,
Even
there's
the
a
women's
Saudi
league.
league
I'm
for
sorry,
women, by the way. Do you
that's
know
the
that?
truth. Yeah, we'll just end the episode, I think, here.
Yeah.
We will pick this up some other time, and I promise the listeners that we'll make sure not to bring up the soccer because I think we spoke enough about soccer or football, whatever. We'll make sure
We
to,
spoke a lot about it in
yeah,
this
we'll
episode.
make
We're
it
gonna try to
minimize.
select a topic for every episode, and if and maybe ask the followers to
We
choose
will do
the
that. We will ask
yeah.
them if they what kind of episodes they want us to topics they want us to discuss. I've got
Mhm.
a few, but the thing is, if you want to make it into a long episode just talking about that, you need to do your research. That's the
Yeah.
thing. So this was a first episode, and we made sure that we wanted it to be as random as possible.
It's possible.
We agreed to that before the episode, and it is. I think it's the
Yeah,
most
we
an
talked about
episode.
like two
Uh,
or three different topics, I guess.
I don't know, man. I think we talked. We were yeah. We mumbled about a lot of things.
Yeah,
Yeah. So
yeah.
apologies if we offended any Hilali. We
No,
didn't.
it's okay. My sportsmanship level is high, so it's okay.
It's always for you a competition, I think, even in the sportsmanship thing, except for El
Yeah.
Blay. I don't think that El Blay has any sportsmanship. I'm talking about his conduct, not his performance.
No,
He's an
his
all
performance
around.
is good, but
Yeah,
he just means to frustrate the other players of the opposing team to just try to take them out to try to
but
make
but
them lose
not
their
not
focus.
not the
That's what
fans
he
of the
does.
Nassr, not the fans of the Nassr. If you wanna get on the nerves of the Nassr players, don't do it for the fans. Like he did it. He deserved the. I think. I mean, do you agree with the ref decision? For me, I do. By the way,
What ref decision do you mean? The
the
red
red
card?
card. Do you agree that he deserved? I think
Uh,
he deserved the red card
Actually,
for
no.
his
I don't think that
conduct.
he deserved that. I mean, if it was a yellow, I wouldn't say. I would say, yeah, okay, but a red card? No, that's just. I think that's unfair
Right.
in
So
my
I think,
POV.
like you said, I'm sorry that I talked over you. I think I talked over you
It's okay. It's
a
okay.
lot in this episode, and with total confidence. Yeah, I'm gonna make sure that I minimize that. But yeah,
We
thank you
really
for
enjoyed
listening.
it.
Thank
We
you for
really
tuning
enjoyed
in,
it.
and yeah, we will make sure to drop an episode a week. Every week we will drop
Yeah,
one episode, and yeah, tell us if you like this one, and if you have any topics you want us to
we really
discuss,
enjoyed that. I really
drop
enjoyed
them in
that.
the comments. Thank you so much.
Thank you, guys.